Hi guys, Dragoneither here. Today doing a, as you can tell obviously because I got it out, the mat, a Noble Knight deck profile. I didn't expect that I'd think I'd do another one, but the meta has changed a lot and it's basically going trapless, which is what Noble Knights have always wanted. They wanted to have no Moral Tark, no Effect Veiler, and no traps that just interrupt them. They wanted to just get off and do their stuff. And that is what they are doing now, because all the decks are starting to go away from traps because of denko dolls, which is probably one of the best matchups for Noble Knights. I've played so many games recently, I almost haven't lost any of them except to House Friends Madolches, or anyone's Madolches, because Madolches are still really good against Noble Knights. I've versed different variations of Shadows. I've basically gone 2-0 against everyone that I've versed with it. Good, bad, doesn't matter. Cliff Forts I've done really, really well against as well. I don't think I've really lost against any of them in a match. And surprisingly enough, the worst matchup, Burning Abyss, I have also been doing excellently. Excellently, I hope that's a word.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Excellently.
Excellent. Excellently.
Excellently. I have excelled.
Excellent.
I have excelled. Because of a few cards that have been added in, because of the new...
Yeah, it's a word. Yeah.
Okay, that's sweet.
In a manner that demonstrates excellence very well.
Okay, cool. Against, the worst matchup, BAs, because of a few cards. Fun fact, if your opponent doesn't have a BA on field, or two BAs on field, correction, they can't Fire Lake. So, 2 minutes is up. Let's get into this. That's generally how these videos go. First of all, is obvious. It's the 3 Madrawts, 3 Merlin. They're the only monsters you need to be running 3 of. You do not need 3 balls, and I'll go over that soon. But you must be running 3 of these. Again, I don't want people to be going and telling me, this is my rant video, that I run 2 Merlins because I reckon 3 balls is better. No. You run 3 Merlins because they go into balls, and then you can kill people at, during the battle phase by bashing out Merlin. The OTK-ness is real in this deck. You need to be running... That's also a word that I've now made up. You need to be running 3 of each of these. And yeah. Next up is 2 boards. You only need 2 boards. I have played against so many people and I've said to them, at the end, I've said, how many times do you think I've ever needed to be running...
It's a bit of glare.
Yeah, I know. How many times do you think I've ever needed to be running 3? Or how many times have I needed to have 3 balls out? And they've said, you've never needed to have 3 balls out. And I said, exactly. I have never needed to resolve 3 balls in one game. Unless, of course, it's, I'm desperate and I'm using Call the Haunted. 2 balls is all you need to be successful with this deck. Next up, 1 Bedweir, 1 Dristan, 1 Brothers. These are the 3 that go with each other. They're amazing. You'd be surprised that I bring out Bedweir sometimes, to get the kill off. People are like, this could do more damage. If you have a Gallatin out, this becomes 2-6 when you try to deal damage to your opponent. Just weigh it up. Even if I put Gwen onto him, 19, it's still more damage than Dristan. So, yeah, 1 of them, that's all you need. They work so well. 1 Black Lancelot. I see people not running this. You're dumb not to run it. Trust me. This wins you so many games. This is your substitute for the 3rd boars, and it works a hell of a lot better than running 3 boars. This has won me a lot of games just by bringing it out with a Madrawt or something and tributing and then searching for cards. Or, just if I've got the rank 5 out, tributing the rank 5 so Shadows can't get anything. Just what this does in the deck is very solid. Please, please, please run 1 Black Lancelot. No more Ector, no more Lady. They're both way too slow, especially Ector. Even Lady could be sped up if you had, the vanilla. But because the vanilla is so bad, you don't play Lady. It really upsets me because Lady's one of my favorite and same as the Synchro, but there is no Synchro plays left in this. And the last card is 1 Queen. Yes, 1 Queen, not 2, One, no one runs hand traps. No one's going to run DD Crow unless you're in a Mel meta. You know, and if that's the case...
hand trap people play at the moment is Max C, and that's not even mainboarded anymore.
If people are playing DD Crow, your locals, go ahead and play 2 Gwen. If people are playing meta in your locals, play 1. Alright, next up, 1 Foolish, triple Rotor. Yeah, play them, and triple MST, because that's what you need to get around and do stuff. Sorry about the glare, can't do a lot about that. Alright.
Yeah, poor lighting choice on my part, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Next time we'll use the lamp.
Yes. At my house it's a lot better. And for Noble Arms,
the lamp's actually really good.
We have
It's yellow,
2 Destiny,
not white.
2 Gallatin, 2 Excalibur. Gallatin at 2 has been absolutely amazing. And I have not looked back ever since I've done it. It has won me so many games, it's not even funny. Especially when I need to beat over a 2K or something, and then I can search 2 Gallatins and a Caliburn. And only one of these. Don't run 2, it's fucking dumb. You're not going to get the healing off. 1 Caliburn, 1 half, that's all you need. Also, 2 Last Chapter. And the reason why I put this back up to 2 is because of these next few cards, which are the cards that are starting to make me win the Burning Abyss matchup. Raigeki Double Dark Hole. Hopefully I'll get some videos out that'll demonstrate how well these work. These have won me tournaments now. Being able to play this. No, any deck, every single deck right now will run Raigeki and will run either or Snatch Shield Double Dark Hole. If you can run Dark Hole safely, which Noble Knights can, you run Double Dark Hole. Why is Double Dark Hole good in Noble Knights? Because if you normal summon out and draw it, equip it, try to use this effect, and this effect gets negated, you can go, okay, Dark Hole. If you're against Burning Abyss, generally they'll bring something back out from whatever you Dark Hole. They have another monster on the field, good. Now you can Last Chapter again. That's the only reason why I put Last Chapter back up to 2, is the fact that I have 2 Dark Holes and I have ways of resetting my field now. Otherwise, Last Chapter be at 1, because I've still had games where I've top deck started with 2 in hand. But I've won games where I've started with these 3 in hand. So, you know, Raigeki Double Dark Hole, extremely good in Noble Knights, especially seeing as the deck is very OTK heavy. Traps. Not much has changed. Double Karma Cut, signature card for me. Extremely good. That has won me games from me discarding, Karma Cutting and discarding a Merlin, and then being able to use the Merlin from the grave the same turn to, you know, swing in XYZ and everything. You know, send Excalibur, use Excalibur to rank up, rank down. Banish Shadows, which you'll normally get stuff. Banish a Dante when they have 2 Dantes in grave, get rid of all their Dantes. So much this card does, especially with a deck that just, you know, normally destroys everything. This is the one saving grace you're going to get by playing this. 2 Call the Haunted. This, I put this in, and same as Gallatin, I've never looked back. This card, absolutely amazing. At the end of your opponent's turn, play Call the Haunted, bring back a Merlin, you know, bring back any other Noble Knights. It just works so incredibly well. 2 Breakthrough Skills. Notably, I take these out in the matchup against Burning Abyss, and I put in another card, which I'll say in a moment, and 1 Compulse, which I also side out Compulse as well against Burning Abyss. Immediately, I'm going to... I'll tell you a bit later, actually, what I do what I side those out for. Extra deck. 1 High Lancelot. No, not really. That's actually going to be Gargard Cowboy, because I can't run it anymore. Woo! Shut up. 2 of the rank 4s, and 3 of the rank 5s. As per usual, please run 3 rank 5s. If there's a chance you're going to go into the rank 5s, you know, 3 times, you'd rather want that than a lot of other sideboard cards that you could be running. That is quintessential to be running, especially with Merlins. You might not always go into 3, but you'll go into 3 more often than you'll go into the other 90% of your extra deck. 1 Excalibur in Ghost Rare, because ramming for 4K is fun. 1 Gandiva, just because, you know, you can kind of destroy shit. 1 Blade Armor Ninja, because when you put Gallatin on him, he's really fun. And you can use, I believe you can use Bedivier's effect to put Excalibur on a Blade Armor Ninja. 1 Castellar Omega, because it's just in there. 1 Castell, the Sky Blast Musketeer, because because Castel's amazing. One, the Bible Chain, because yes, it's going to stay in for a little while for no apparent reason. One, Abyss Dweller, because once in a while I'll be too stupid to do a proper play and Abyss Dweller will work. And one, Starly's Paladino, because again, once in a while they'll work. These ones here and Omega were generally used when I had whatchamajigger in the deck. When I had Gawain in the deck. Don't run Gawain, he's not very good. I don't know why you'd run him, especially when I've only got 5 normal monsters in here now. No point. Anyway, going in extra deck. Surprisingly enough, Kaiser Colosseum is back and staying in. Why? Because when I go first turn against BAs, if they don't have an MST, they go nowhere because they can't go anywhere. Kaiser Colosseum, it's in. Not very good against Shadows, don't need it, there's better cards to play against Shadows. Cliff Forts, they'll get past it anyway, because Cliff Forts are good at doing that.
So mainly useful against BAs.
Mainly good against the BAs, and that is what I side the 2 breakthrough skills out for. Alright, let's continue on with this sideboard, because I haven't done sideboard in the last few videos. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, in case you wanted to hurt BAs more, but I honestly find that I don't need it so much. 1 Twister for a really annoying Cliff Fort matchup. Ooh, I dropped half of my extra. Ooh, sorry about that. The main 2 cards are running against Cliff Forts or other Noble Knights. Curse, Seal of Forbidden Spell, just so they can't play it again. Yeah, your opponent can't play the same spells with that name. Usually against Scout, they can't play in the Pendulum Zone, but they can still normal summon it out, or Pendulum summon it out. Even though it would actually go to the grave if you Curse, Seal, or Forbidden Spell it. 3 Royal Command in case you're really struggling against a Shadow player. You can just use that. Or you can be running non-fusion area. Up to you. Or even better, you could be running Vanities, but honestly, I just like the Royal Command in there. 2 Fairy Wings in case, you know, you want some more against Cliff Forts or some other decks, or you just think you can burn your opponent out. 1 System Down, again Cliff Forts. 1 D-Fish, all 3 of the meta. Doesn't hurt a lot. If you use Boars to send Gwen to the grave, Gwen's going to get banished. If you use Gwen's effect to destroy your opponent's monster, then send her to the grave, she goes to the grave as a spell and will not get banished by D-Fish. D-Fish works against all 3 of the main meta. Not as well against Burning Abyss, but it does stop them a bit. And the last card is Book of Moon, which is what I side out for Compulse against BA, because this won't do so well, but if you can Book of Moon one of their monsters, especially if they bring out Tour Guide and you Book of Moon the card that Tour Guide brings out, or Book of Moon the Tour Guide, the monster that they bring out gets destroyed immediately. And yeah, because when they have a set monster, it doesn't count as a Burning Abyss monster. So I've tried to rush through this as much as I can. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. Try this out. This honestly, I never thought this would run this well, but it has. It's run incredible. I've hardly ever lost with it. Go ahead. The meta's going trapless. This deck is going really well. Play it. Thanks guys. Dragoneither out.